Welcome to the France 24 Observers. This show is based on our network of observers. They're ordinary people who tell us what's going on where they are and send in photos and videos to document it. We verify it all here in Paris and bring the best to you. Our first observer told us about a traumatizing experience that happened to him while he was visiting Tel Aviv. This Palestinian father of 5 was with his family at an amusement park when he saw the police pepper spray several young men. He tried to intervene, hoping to calm the situation, but instead a policeman shot him with a taser gun, which gives strong electric shocks. Talal Sayed tells us his story.
I was holding my kid in my arms when I approached the police officer. He told me, "This is none of your business, go away," and pointed his taser at me. I put my kid down on the ground and said to the policeman, "Are you crazy? You pointed your weapon at me whilst I was holding my child." But the policeman pointed his taser at me again and gave me an electric shock. It hit me here, on my ribs. These are the injuries from the taser shock. At first I didn't understand what was going on. I felt an awful amount of pain and couldn't breathe. Then another policeman arrived and put handcuffs on me. All the while, he was threatening to use pepper spray on people who had gathered around so no one could get near us. Several people who were watching and who were Israelis started yelling at the police, "You're crazy! You're attacking someone who's handcuffed!" But the policeman didn't listen to them and continued tasering me. I really had the impression that the policemen were enjoying torturing me in front of my kids. It was terrifying. These policemen were acting like savages.
Tel Aviv police denied any misconduct, claiming that the footage had been altered in a way that did not convey the entire truth of the situation. They also claimed that Talal Sayed had attacked the policeman seen in the video. Whatever the case may be, police in Israel are prohibited from shooting a taser gun at a person already in handcuffs. For several months now, most of the cities in northern Mali have been under the control of Islamist militias. This occupation has greatly changed daily lives for the locals, who for the most part practice a moderate form of Islam. For example, weddings, which used to be quite festive, today are rather austere. Our observer, Boubacar Al-Kouraiji, sent us images from a wedding that recently took place in his hometown, Gao.
Before the Islamists took over in Gao, weddings were a lot of fun. For several days, people would play Takamba music. Guests would dance and sing, and there would be plenty of food. Weddings were huge parties. Contacts of mine in Gao sent me this video of a recent wedding. I was saddened to see that the atmosphere was more that of a funeral. The Islamists have enforced strict rules. Men and women can no longer mix. Before, the role of the marabout, who is like a preacher, was just to recite prayers during the religious ceremony. But now it's different. They come with loudspeakers and preach all day long. So people can't really relax and enjoy themselves. A wedding is supposed to be a day of celebration, a day like no other. They shouldn't keep people from having fun and expressing their joy.
And now, on to the best images sent in from around the world this week by our observers. We begin in Algeria with Salim Sadki, who sent us these photos taken near the town of El Frin in the east of the country. It's not uncommon for protesters to block roads to express their anger, but what is rare is for them to actually build a wall, like they did here, out of bricks. The police promptly destroyed the wall, but these photos, which are now circulating online, could well inspire others. Now, on to Sao Paulo in Brazil with Lincoln Paiva, who introduced us to the Bicycle Library. This project was created by a Brazilian nonprofit to bring books to people who can't check them out from regular libraries, in particular, homeless people. The project is working. Lincoln told us his library on wheels has already lent out more than 100,000 books. We end today in Zhengzhou in China with this rather odd sculpture. According to the artist, it portrays a little pig giving his mother a back massage. But judging by the comments of Chinese internet users, the artist's intent can quite easily be misinterpreted. And it's true that under certain angles, it's hard to argue with them. That's it for this week. But as always, you can find more reports from our observers on our website, on our Facebook and Twitter pages, and on our iPhone app. See you next time.